In Colossians chapter 3, Paul tells the church at Colossae that they need to undergo a spiritual renewal. And this spiritual renewal for them looks much like changing their conduct every day. And if you're a Christian, you've probably heard this before many, many times about how following Christ results in a great change in how you act in your lives and a great change in your mindset. He says in Colossians 3, starting in verse 5, "Put to death, therefore, whatever in you is earthly, sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and greed, which is idolatry. On account of these, the wrath of God is coming on those who are disobedient. These are the ways you also once followed when you were living that life. But now you must get rid of all such things: anger, wrath, malice, slander, and abusive language from your mouth. Do not lie to one another, seeing that you have stripped off the old self with its practices, and have clothed yourselves with the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge according to the image of its creator. In that renewal there is no longer Greek and Jew, circumcised and uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, enslaved and free, but Christ is all and in all." And so he tells them then to continue to clothe themselves with all the virtues that God himself has originated. So I have two things I want us to reflect on and think about. One is, if you've been a Christian for a while, I want you to reflect and think about how God has transformed your life. How he has taken off that old self and helped you put on that new self. And I want you to think about that, really reflect on how you have changed in the process of coming to Christ. And then thank God for that change and bringing about that transformation in you. The second thing I want us to think about is, how is it that we still need to change? What is it that I still need to put off of myself, to take off and exchange it for that new person that is like my Creator? So I want us to think about those two things. How is it that God has already changed you, but how is it that he still needs to change you? And I want us to all surrender ourselves up to God and let him do with us as he pleases, so that we can better resemble him.